operator's fault, but sometimes it is if you were cutting too fast or turning too sharp. Now most 6th and 7th graders don't cut too fast because these bandsaws will cut pretty quickly. The beautiful thing about using a bandsaw is when you're pushing your material in there, and let's say you get off your line, and I always tell kids, if you're getting on the wrong side of your line, before you even hit the line, stop what you're doing, stop pushing. What I feel like a lot of kids don't get is that if I stop pushing, the machine doesn't cut. It only cuts if I'm pushing the wood into it. It's not like it feeds it or anything. As soon as I stop pushing, it stops cutting. You can just take your hands away. So you should always, let's say I'm cutting this arc out. That's why my release cuts are on this side. So this is my good piece. So I want to stay on the outside of my line, keep my line. If I start getting into my line, I need to stop. Just stop pushing. If you can't figure out how to fix it yourself, ask Mr. K or Mr. Wakefield to come over and we will help you get back to where you were supposed to be. But once you've cut through your line, it's too late. So please stop pushing if you get on your line. Like if you're doing a CO2 car and you get inside your line, it's going to get too skinny and it might very well break. So you got to be careful on that. So the first thing I'm going to do, keeping my fingers 2 inches away, is I'm going to cut my release cuts. And I'm going to make sure when I cut my release cuts that I stop a little bit short of my curve. And I'm thinking I might try to move this up a little closer so you guys can see my line a little bit better. Okay? So fingers are away. Don't have the board on the blade when you turn it on. Have it back. Turn it on. Let it come up to speed. It takes a few seconds for these to come up to speed. They're a little bit bigger than our old ones if you use those. And I'm just going to cut in. Nice and straight. Slow down. Stop short of my line. Back it out. Do another one. Stop. Back it out. Go to the third one. So I'm just lining up my line. It's kind of like I line my straight line up right with the blade. Now I'm going to cut around the outside of the line. So I'm going to start like this. The other thing, I don't want to have my fingers in line with the blade. Even if they're more than 2 inches, I don't like to have them here. Because then if I slip, they could be going into the blade. If I've got them off to the side, it's kind of hard for you guys to see maybe if they're off to the side. If I've got them off to the side, then I can't get them in the blade. Off to the side and 2 inches away. So now I'm going to start my curve. You just curve gradually. I'm staying outside. I'm going to save my pencil line. Now you can hear it starting to turn a little sharper. I got to that release cut and the piece fell out. Now I'm just going to keep going. And so look, what I was saying is, if I get too close to my line, if I need to stop, just stop pushing. Look, it's not cutting anymore, right? It only cuts when I'm pushing. Well, I finished that cut. Now I'm going to switch my hands so I don't have to put my finger in line with the blade. Got that cut, and I've got one more. And now I turn it off. Don't reach back there to grab the piece, and you stay with the machine until it stops completely. You're responsible for that machine until it has stopped completely. And look, it's still not stopped. It takes a little bit. Still not stopped. Still not stopped. Now it's stopped. Now I can take these scraps are pretty close. Now I could take them away. Sometimes, and my piece here, sometimes this one really gets me. Kids will have a piece of scrap sitting right next to the blade like that. And with the machine running, because they're in the middle of their cuts, they will reach in there and grab it. Drives me crazy. Do not do that. Do you like your fingers? If you like your fingers, don't do that, because that is going to be a problem, or can be a problem, and you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So, first of all, and I'll throw those few chunks away. Let's say that piece is sitting right there. First of all, it's actually not even in my way, because I don't know how well you can see it, but it's right next to the blade. If I'm going to say I'm going to cut this thing down the middle or something, when I go to make my next cut, it's just gonna push that piece out of the way. It might push it on the floor. Big deal. We'll pick it up later, right? It's not worth losing your finger over. If it's in front of the blade, maybe then it needs to be out of the way. There's a couple ways I can do it. I can turn the machine off, I can wait till it stops and pull it out of there. Or I could take the piece I'm cutting, just push it off to the side. Now look, it's not even bothering me. I could leave it there, or I could take it and throw it in the scrap barrel. But I'm not reaching in there to grab it. There is a time when you might have to turn the machine off to reach in there and grab it. Sometimes, and I don't know if I've got in here, you may have a little, here's one that might fit. You might have a little piece that gets real small and is kind of wedge shaped, like that. Let me see if I can zoom you in. No. Okay, so this is stuck in there. I'm not gonna reach in there with the blade moving, obviously. I'm not gonna try to push it out of there with my piece because I might wreck something. So I'm gonna turn it off, wait till it stops, and then pull that out of there. So if you get something caught in the slot, you need to stop it, okay? So fingers 2 inches away. Don't stand on the right side. Fingers out of the line of the blade. Anything that can get caught in a machine is taken care of. Okay, sleeves, long hair, my lanyard, anything taken care of before you get over here. Safety glasses. Now you might go, Mr. Wakefield, you don't have safety glasses on. My glasses actually have special safety lenses in them. Most of you, if you have glasses, probably don't have polycarbonate safety lenses in them. I paid extra for that when I got my glasses because I'm in a shop so much. You will probably have to wear glasses over yours or goggles over yours because they don't have safety lenses in them. So bandsaw, it's a safe machine if you use it properly, if you follow those rules. If you don't get your fingers in the machine, in the blade, you're gonna be good. And the only way you do that is to keep them 2 inches away the whole time you're using the machine. So there we go. There's Mr. Wakefield's bandsaw safety. Thanks for listening.